Hello, it's your boy Hugo. I'm here today and in this special video, I'm going to show you around York and more specifically the best places for a good night out. So I'm going to show you the York club scene. I'm going to show you around the main clubs and the clubs that you go to before you go to the main club, so the pre-main clubs. It would be a shame if that boat were to sink. I'm just joking, come on. Okay, so we're gonna go to our first stop on the night out route. Are we ready to go? That's City Screen Cinema. It's a nice cinema, but it's very expensive. That's a church of some description. Here we are on our first club. It's Revolutions, or better known as Revs. This club during the day is a high functioning bar, and on a Sunday night it is a sticky and cramped nightclub. Revs is not my favourite club, although I don't like clubbing, but Revs isn't my favourite club. It wouldn't be the club that I would go to. One of the things that I don't like about Revolution is that it sounds a little bit too socialist, a bit left wing. So I try to stay well clear of it if I'm going out on a devil's juice filled night. The key for any good night out is Subway cookies, and you can purchase them here at our local Subway. They really are good. Here is another good location. This is the Stone Roses bar. You can buy the classic drink, the blue drink here, and I would highly recommend that you get it. It's very good. Here is Laufer. Laufer is a good place to go before you go to the main clubs, so it's not a main club. Obviously this area was flooded earlier this year, so it would not have been a good place to come while it was flooded. As you can also see, you're never far away from the home comforts of the university campus. Terror follows you everywhere. We're outside Cuda now, which is a main club. Cuda has 3 floors. Each was equally as disappointing. As we've just seen, some people have gone in. However, don't let you be fooled by that.
Don't let you be fooled by that.
Just keep going, keep going.
Right.
Don't correct me, JP. Okay. This is Yates, as you can see from the sign. Yates is a pre-main club, and Yates is pretty terrible. I would not recommend going to Yates at all. Regardless of what they say, it's a bad place to go. I would not recommend Yates. Fun fact though, in the middle of Yates there is a stripper pole, and when I was on the stripper pole in first term, I jumped off the stripper pole and straight into some poor woman, and I knocked over her drink, and then I had to pay for her drink. And the experience was just overly quite dramatic, so I've said I would never step foot in Yates again, and neither should you, because it's bad. Okay, so now we're inside Parish, which is a pre-main club. However, Parish is quite interesting because Parish, if you were clever enough to know inside the name, Parish was a former church. I'm uncomfortable with Parish because it was a former church. However, I can tell you that JP takes much delight in the fact that this has now been desecrated. Okay, so here's another pre-main club. It's called Popworld. It's not really a world, it's quite small, and I can assure you that it does not Pop. The main feature of Popworld is a rotating dance floor. However, the dance floor is very small and equally as disappointing. I'm not a fan of Popworld because when you're in Popworld, you generally have a lot of older people looking at you and dancing with you, and that makes me quite uncomfortable. So I don't really like to go to Popworld. They also have a grabbing machine where you can get cuddly small toys. However, I have failed to win any, so that has lessened my opinion of Popworld even further. This is Club Salvation. Club Salvation is a main club currently functioning on a Wednesday and a Friday night. We call it Salvo. However, do not let the name fool you, because Salvo offers in no form salvation from anything.
That's true.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the 10 crack commandments.
We're currently outside the last of the 4 big clubs in York. Fibbers, which operates primarily on a Thursday. I actually quite like Fibbers, so I have nothing bad to say about it. Cool thing about Fibbers, or just outside Fibbers, is the strategically placed strip club, or gentleman's club if you want to be classy. Okay, currently we are outside of a pre-main club called Society Bar, as you can see. I quite like Society, especially on a Tuesday, because nobody really goes there and you can request as many songs as you want. I normally request Taylor Swift. In fact, when I was there one time, I got Taylor Swift 9 times in a row, and it was quite a magical night. I always find the Club Society bar quite troubling, because it kind of contradicts what my political main figure and my inspirational figure, Margaret Thatcher, said about society. And she said that society did not exist. So, does this bar really exist? I don't know. It seems to exist, so that's that sorted. We're currently outside of another pre-main club. This one is called Flares, or as some of the people say, Flores. The Flares for me is quite enthusiastic, and as you've watched in my previous videos, I'm not too keen on the idea of optimism, and I think Flares kind of screams optimism, because you can see it's quite colourful. But apart from that, Flares has a colourful, multicoloured dance floor, and they also do £1.50 VKs, which I'm told some people like.